guys, it's Ashley Ulrey with The Ashley Ulrey Show. Let's grow. Hey guys, it's Ashley Ulrey with The Ashley Ulrey Show. I'm here with my friend Melissa.
Hi!
And we are here to share with you Treadmill Talk. Melissa and I work out a few days a week, and that's exactly what we do. Treadmill Talk, talking about life and business and chaos and anxiety and eating and all the fun things in life. So join Melissa and I with Treadmill Talk.
Hey friends, it's Ashley and Melissa with Treadmill Talk.
Hi!
So, I have a cat and I have a dog. My cat is Big Al. He's 14. And my dog is Bert. Bert the Squirt.
Oh, okay.
And
Yes, he is.
we'll tell you more about that later.
Yes.
And he's a year and a half.
Oh.
What about you?
I have 2 Labradors, Normie and Jakey, and then I have 6 grand puppies. I'll tell you their names. It's Mia, Orly, Tootsie, Maggie, Rue, and Simba.
Simba.
Those
Yeah.
are all my grandbabies.
Wow. Grand dogs, grand
I
pups.
got grand puppies, yes.
Oh my gosh. Our animals are so near and dear to our hearts.
Yes, they just make you smile. When you're having a bad day, they just make you
They're
smile.
family.
They're more than family, I think. Sometimes, no offense, I like my dogs more than I like my children. No offense, children. I love you. But my dogs, and plus my children have dogs, so they understand that they just, the way they look at you with that unconditional love, like you are their world.
Okay. So here's the deal.
Okay.
Our dogs are rescue. So our cat, we've had our cat for 14 years. My mom had this barn cat that always had cats. So we got 3 of them, Oreo, Luigi, and Big Al. Oreo ran
I didn't
away.
realize he was that old.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't realize it was.
Sorry, Big Al. You're an old man.
Sorry, Big Al.
So, and I'll tell you about his name, Big Al. Okay. So Oreo ran away. That was Melody's cat. Oreo ran away just a few months after having her. Luigi was James's cat, and she was a beautiful black cat. And it's funny, like Oreo was black and white, Luigi was solid black, and then Big Al's an orange tabby. So same litter, all different color cats.
Wow.
And Luigi she was beautiful. James thought she was a he. When they're little bitty, you really can't tell.
Yeah.
You have to wait till they're older. Anyways, and Big Al's name was actually Alyssa. Again, Taylor thought that he was a she. So one day John comes home, and Luigi had several litters of cats. Anyways, she ended up tragic death. Poor thing. Super sad. Again, that's part of our animals, our family, and it struck our family hard. And James was a preteen when that happened. And then Big Al's the one we have left of the cat litters. And so he's 14. He's older. He's getting pretty frail in his little old life. But his name was Alyssa for a long time. And John came home one day and said, "You might want to change the cat's name." Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't like walking around the neighborhood saying, "My name's Alyssa." So we just shortened it to Big Al, and he lived up to his name for a really long time. He was a really super huge orange cat. And then he'd always been an outdoor cat till we moved to Waco. And he became an indoor cat. I had a little bit of a soft heart for him then, just because, we moved 6 hours away, and I didn't want him running around and getting hit by a car. But he's sick. We're going through some stuff with him right now.
Yeah.
And Bert, that's Taylor's dog. He's a miniature sheepadoodle.
He's super cute. So cute.
He's a hot mess express, this pup. He's in his toddler years, I guess you would say, of doggy life.
Yeah.
And we call him Bert the Squirt. For what reason, Melissa? Why is he Bert the Squirt?
Every time company comes over, he pees on you. It doesn't matter. You could hold him 3 feet out in front of you. He's going to get you.
He squirts like a loose water hose. Like, only when Melissa comes over, he squirts her. And then we have another friend that he squirts her and her daughter.
Yeah.
The only 2 people he squirts on. I think it's because he loves them so much.
You're just so excited.
He's hilarious. But he was a rescue. A friend of mine is a real estate agent. She found him roaming in a not so nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
And took him to the vet. She took him door to door, asked him if he belonged to anyone because, he is a breed. He's a miniature sheepadoodle. And nobody claimed him. She took him to the vet. He wasn't chipped. He wasn't vaccinated that they could tell. Just a little cute little fuzzy guy, And so we took him in. We've had him a year. It was September of 2021, we had him a full year. So, man, that little dude just he just warms my heart
Fills
when I
your
see
life,
him.
yeah.
He does. I didn't know I needed him.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. So tell me about Jake and Normie.
Well, Jakey's 10. Jake's not feeling really good right now, so we're just hoping and praying he's going to be okay. And then Norman is just Norman.
The toddler too.
He is Norman. And anybody who knows Norman will say he's just Norman. He loves to give hugs, but you guys, he's just as tall as Ashley when he gives a hug.
Not that Ashley's tall, but when the dog gets on your shoulders,
To get-
literally,
He wants to
He
hug
and
her
I-
and kiss her.
he and I stand eye to eye.
And he's kind of intimidating because he's all black, and then he's this great big dog that just want to be like, I love you, I love you, I love you, let me
Thinks
kiss you,
he's
let
a
me
lab
hug
dog.
you. Oh, you know, all the things.
He's
At least
all-
he doesn't pee on you. That would be a lot of pee.
Oh my gosh.
But, you know, dogs just are so sweet. They fill your life with so much love. I couldn't imagine walking in the door and not seeing them just look at me like, did you bring me a cheeseburger?
Oh
Did you
my
bring me
gosh.
food? What'd you bring me, Mom? Yeah, my dogs are spoiled. They get cheeseburgers to eat. You know,
Wilbur gets French fries.
yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
I would get my kids a cheeseburger. Except I was on the phone with you the other day, and I ordered him a cheeseburger, and the lady was like, well, do you want the toy and the drink? And I asked Norman, do you want the toy and the drink?
Y'all, not kidding you.
And
First
I
of
was
all,
like, nope, he doesn't want the toy or the drink.
first of all, she sends me a picture. She's working. Okay, she was working. Sends me a picture of the dog, his reflection in the mirror of her working.
Oh.
And then he gets in her Jeep. Okay, and he's like, okay, Mom, let's go. I'm done working. Just like a kid. I mean, like, he was like, I don't want to. I'm done, Mom. And then she's like, we're going to go get a Diet Coke, which is Melissa's go-to.
Yep.
Okay, she needed a Diet Coke that day. And
Or
and-
six.
Or six.
It might have been my sixth that day. It was the
And
end of the day.
It was, and it was a rough day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you pushed through.
I
with your
did.
Diet Coke. So, Norman needed a cheeseburger,
Yeah.
y'all. So, she's ordering this cheeseburger. So, she gets it, and she's like, but he won't eat it hot.
No, he won't.
It has to be cooled down.
Yes.
And I just laugh hysterically because my dog, Bert, loves French fries, but he won't eat them hot either. Like,
is
we have
that?
to hold them in front of the air conditioner on the vent in the car to cool down his French fries to then to give it. And he's a French fry snob.
Really?
He does not like Chick-fil-A
Oh,
French fries.
favorite.
Sometimes he likes McDonald's, only if they are super fresh, but then they have to be cooled down. He loves Slim Chicken French fries. And he doesn't really care for Sonic fries. They're sometimes too salty for him. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
It's weird.
But
It's-
they know. They're just like us.
They're people.
Yeah.
You know, I read something the other day, and it says dogs have to talk to God too.
Yeah, well, you know, I told you the other day.
Was that you that told me?
Well, no, I told you every Sunday when we go to church, I said, it's okay, Bert, we'll be back. All dogs go to heaven.
I love that.
You know, like you, because Bert goes a lot of places with us.
Right,
You know, we
right.
take him almost everywhere we go.
That's true.
But church. And I mean, he's not like service trained or anything, so we can't take him everywhere.
Right.
But I tell him, it's okay, Bert, we'll be back. All dogs go to heaven anyways.
I love that.
You know, so it just, you know, and I always tell him, Jesus loves you too, Bert. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
God created them. Their life.
they are. They're sweet. I always, when I'm walking out the door, of course Sean's always there, but I always tell one of the dogs, okay, Jakey's in charge today. Everybody's listening to Jake. And Sean just looks at me like, mm-hmm. And one day it'll be Norman. I'll be like, Norman's in charge today. Everybody just looks at me like, okay, whatever.
Like you're telling your kids, like,
Yeah.
hey, you
right,
behave today.
You're in charge today. They don't even know what I'm saying, but they just love.
I think they do.
Do you?
I do. You know, we just said this last night. I love when I'm talking to Bert and I know he's listening because he
Right.
turns his little head sideways. You've seen him.
Yeah.
He turns his little head sideways like he's really leaning in and
Yeah.
listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the cutest thing because
Yeah.
he's just this little 14-pound dog
Aw.
and he's so fluffy and curly.
So sweet.
And then he just turns his head and he looks at you and he's listening and you can see his little ears twitching.
Yep.
He's listening.
Yep.
Your dogs hear you.
Yeah.
They know.
They hear it. Their heads do that too. And sometimes I'll say, I love you, Norman. And then he like yawns. And so I feel
He's
like
trying to speak.
he's trying to speak, but he just doesn't know how.
Yeah.
But I'll tell Jake, I'll say, your dad's being bad. Can you go tell him no? And he'll walk over to Sean and he'll bark at him.
See?
I'll say, go tell him no. And he'll go, whoa. And his dad's like, what?
Yeah.
I said, tell him no again. And he'll go over there and do it. So
See?
yeah, they do hear it. I wish they
know.
could talk. I just wish I
I
could
do
know
too.
what they're saying. I
Yeah.
wish they could tell me when they hurt or when they're
Yeah.
sad or, I wish they could tell us all the things,
It's
but they can't.
hard.
But thank God.
They do through like when they cuddle or snuggle
love.
and they, I mean, like I know Bert knows when we're getting ready to go somewhere.
Yes.
I mean, just like for basketball yesterday, he didn't want us to go. He went and sat by the front door. He knew when I put my jacket on. Like they're so intuitive.
Right.
They're so aware of what's going on around them.
Yes,
And I love that.
Yeah.
They speak to us in different ways.
they do.
It's just we have to learn their communication. And like,
Yep.
and I'm sure you know this, like Bert has a very distinctive bark when he wants to go outside and go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Like he always sits at the back door
Mm-hmm.
and like it's just like one yelp.
Yeah.
And like if you don't go right then, he'll wait a little bit and then he'll one yelp again.
Yeah.
But then if someone pulls in the driveway, like
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
Right.
Like he just won't stop. Like,
Right.
we
So they do
it's like
know
a
how to
baby's
communicate.
cry. It's
Yeah.
like a baby's cry. You learn the difference between your newborn's
do.
cry. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. They do. They're so cute.
I
just
love
wanna-
it.
I
It's
wish
good stuff.
I want them to keep them forever and ever and ever, but sometimes we
It's
can't.
the circle of life.
Circle of life for sure. Well, you guys, we would love to see your fur babies. If you want to take a
Yes.
picture and send it to us, we just love them. We know they're part of your family and they're part of ours, so we would love for you to share pictures of your babies with us.
Cats, dogs, whatever
anything,
it is.
hamster, anything. Yep.
Okay. Until next time, friends.
Until next
Ashley and
time.
Melissa.
Bye.
Bye. If you guys want to learn more, follow me on Instagram, Ashley Ulrey Life Coach, or follow me on Facebook at Ashley Ulrey. You can visit my website, ashleyulrey.com, and drop me a note at hello@ashleyulrey.com.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.